When I don't hear from you, I really miss you. On the other side of the world.
This rock DJ.
Far away, on the other side of the world.
Benji Candelario.
From Italy, based in New York, radio show and production. A lot of people in music business in New York too. I think one of the best friends too is Benji Candelario. I know him for a long time, for a long time. He was playing in Sicily, always rocked the party, the gigs. We are good friends, we spend also a lot of time together, drink, dinner. I always love Benji as a person and also as a producer because he's the kind of authentic New York underground DJ. He still keep tight the roots of house music from New York. Production really is an a cappella I recorded about 8 years ago, something like that, with Ft.Tony, my singer from Sicily, he's a soul singer. During our session, live session in the club, we was thinking to create something new, something from the day, back in the day, back in 1960, the kind of soul, blues, jazz. And we was thinking to do this kind of remake using the talent, the amazing voice from Ft.Tony.
Baby, we got on that horse girl. All right. Baby, all right. We got on that horse
I recorded this a cappella and I left on the side. After that, things happened. Moving New York, radio show, DJ production with Charles McDougall, playing at Cielo with Louis Vega. And one day I was checking my stuff in my house and I found this CD, something come from back in the day, and I said, wow, this is the cappella I did almost 8 years ago with Tony. And I called Benji Candelario, I say, yo, listen to this track, this song, this a cappella, what do you think? He said, wow, this is the production that we gotta do right away. So, because I always loved the touch of Benji Candelario studio, you know, it's come from Shakedown Studios, the kind of roots.
Don't you ever be sad, lean on me when times are bad, when the day comes and you're down, baby, in a real trouble, and I got to the road, just hold on, I'm coming, hold on.
The one that did this mess, you don't remember?
6 years, or more than 6.
I'm glad you remember. I wouldn't have remembered. 6 years from now. I build roads so people can travel. Along the way, as you're traveling, I play some music for you so that way you don't feel lonely. That's what I do. really even know what I do anymore. I started playing records, and now I'm producing records and playing records and producing records, and the next thing you know, I'm in a time warp, and 40 years have gone by, and I'm still producing and DJing. That could be a good thing too. Ralph is a good friend of mine. We met many years ago in his hometown. I went there to DJ. It was an experience in a lifetime because I had never seen so many people in one place that knew each other. You know, you walk into a restaurant and everybody looked at you because everybody knew that you weren't from there. Women were forbidden. You couldn't talk to women. No, but he's a great guy. He's been DJing for a really long time. He has a radio show, and we've been friends for a long time. We've been trying to work together on something, and I guess he called me up and played me something over the phone, and I was like, okay, this is actually a good thing. Today was one of the first sessions that we did. We put it all together. He, in Italian style, was supposed to be here at 10 and got here at 1. But that's normal, you know. He was actually early. Usually, he, you know, Italian style is I'll be there at 10 and they'll get here at 6. You know, so it happens. I think that my just the guy's voice, his whole attitude and the emotion that he put into the song. I mean, it's a cover, something before my time, but he delivered it well. From the, you know, from basically the parts that we already have cut, it looks like it's going to be something that I'm going to have a really good time with.
Too heavy, he said, lean on me when times are bad, when the day comes and you're down, baby, in a real trouble, have got to run. Don't you heavy, he said,
I'm Jerry Williams, Professor Jerry Williams. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, born and raised. I am a music director for the New Hope Baptist Church and pastor of the Living Word Family Worship Center, both of Newark, New Jersey. I am also the music director for New York City Gospel Choir under the direction of Mr. Mark Anthony Henry. And we travel. Last thing that we did, we were right here in New York City for Kathy Sharpton's birthday celebration, and we performed for her. Dance music, you feel it. Gospel music, you feel it. It hits your soul. It comes from within. And I believe that if you feel the music, you can portray the music. And whatever's on the inside, soul, dance, gospel, it all comes from the inside and it comes from a feeling. So the same feeling that I feel with church music, I can also incorporate it with dance music because it has that soul, that meaningful feeling to it. And when you hit that bottom, it gives you that drive and it gives you that push. So that's how I equate the church and dance music in together. It has that drive, that soul, that push. Makes you want to go and dance. Rob is an incredible guy. The ideas that this guy has, it's very, 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 very creative. Not like everybody else. He bridges the gap. He uses soulful sound, rock and soul. Uses that soulful sound, and he's my Italian brother. I believe he's more black than he is Italian. like it. I think he is, and matter of fact, I know he is. The sound that he looks for, the sound that he wants, he really wants it, and I really appreciate him for that picky sound, because a picky sound is a very distinctive sound. A lot of people, you know, they want to sound like everybody, and you can't tell who is who. But Ralph's sound is a very distinctive sound, and because he's picky, I'm picky, and I'm very particular and meticulous about how I hear and portray music, because we don't want to sound repetitive all the time. Everything sounds the same. What makes a great artist is when they can have 1 billion albums and none of them sound the same. Everyone have its own sound, and that's what makes an artist a great artist. When you can put out another record that has your flavor but doesn't sound, you know, like everybody else's.
Yeah. Between the phrase, between one word and another.
Benji is very, very nice guy. I like him. I like his vibe. I like what he presents. Seems like he's a very, very meticulous guy on what he wants. He reminds me of my good friend, Mr. Kevin Edge. They have similar energies, similar spirits, and I look forward to working with Benji as well. And look forward to collaborating in some more music with him.
The same way, more laid back.
More laid back.
Yeah, and
But
one that more laid back that goes into the song.
okay.
Right. But more laid back, not that aggressive on the verses.
Man, when I first heard the voice of the singer, I thought he was black. Very soulful sound, and I'm like, man, this guy is singing. I thought he was a black guy. But I found out this guy's Sicilian. I'm like, oh man, I gotta meet this guy. I mean, he really exudes that energy. He really exudes, and when you hear him, you automatically connect with the music. You connect with his voice. He brings you solely into the track without even having any music around it. His voice specifically just draws you right in, and that's what drew me into the track. His voice, it just literally floored me. It really floored me, and I was just amazed just to work, and I'm actually honored to work on this track, having him as a vocalist.